Hi, it's good to be back with you today. We're going to be working on chords, and thanks to Brother Baird in the background who's working the camera, and I'm Sister Baird, Julie. We're over here. We are in the Learn the Piano book. You should have that if you're working with me. And we're going to be on the digital page 54, or we are on the hard copy page 48. So we're going to do two exercises here on pages 48 and 49, exercise 4 and exercise 5. We're going to talk about chords. We've done a little bit of chords before, but we're talking about chords again. Chords are just three notes stacked and played together. For this kind of chord, it's called a triad. Tri means three, like a tricycle, a three-wheeled bike. And you can see the three notes that are tri or thirds apart. So we got space to space to space, and those are all thirds, and line to line to line as a review of what thirds are. You skip a note and you skip a finger. So we're going to be all on white keys. We're going to play 2 beats of a chord here. We're going to lift all of our fingers up and just go to the next group of white keys. We're going to lift our fingers up, go to the next group with E on the bottom, lift up our fingers, 3 keys, A at the bottom, B at the bottom, C at the bottom. Go ahead and come look at my hands now. This is pretty easy, I think, if you're at this level. So you got your triad, you have that third, and then you have this third, and you put those together and you've got a chord. Okay, so we're looking at our page. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, move up, 1, 2, move up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We went up a whole octave. We started with C at the bottom, and then we ended up with C at the top. Now if we go back and look at the music, we had our left hand ending on that C, E, and G. There's a lot of ledger lines, but it's that C, E, and G. And then the next line in treble clef takes us to C, E, and G. And those are the exact same notes. So really quick, if you come back and look at my fingers on the piano, you ended up here on a C, E, and G with your left hand. Then we go to the next line with your treble clef. You're just going to take over those exact same notes, C, E, and G. Then we're just going to go up a step like we did with the left hand on white keys. This chord, up a step, D at the bottom, up a step, E at the bottom, up a step, all white keys, F at the bottom, G at the bottom, A at the bottom, B at the bottom, C at the bottom. Good. So we look back at our music over here. So we just played the exact same thing. Left hand did it here from C to a C chord, and right hand, the same C chord we ended on, and all the way up the scale to the next C chord. So this is pretty easy, just a nice little review of scales, or excuse me, of chords. And now we're just gonna break it up a little bit. Instead of 2 beats for everything, we're still gonna have 2 beats. We're gonna have 2 beats to the left, followed the exact same thing, 2 beats for the right hand. Move up, half note left, same chord, up an octave, half note right. So I'm gonna play this for you. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to scroll for a minute here. Here we go, the last line. We're up to the G now. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, so this was exercise 14. Say it out loud, what do you want? Oh, we're gonna watch our hands this time. Here we go, same thing. C, D, E, step up, F, step up, G, step up, A, step up, B, step up, C, step up. Okay, so if we go back over and look at our music, these are chords. And this kind of chord, when they're all played together and they're stacked on top of each other, is called a blocked chord. Like a block has anyway, it's a block. These are blocked chords. And we're gonna go down to the next page now. This is page exercise 5. And now we're gonna have what's called a broken chord. That's when you take your notes of your chord and you play them separately in succession or right after each other. And that is called an arpeggio. Kind of a zh sound for the G, arpeggio. That's probably Latin or some kind of language over there. So we're here, we see 3 beats in every measure. Our right hand is going to keep doing the chords we just did. The C chord, up a step, D chord or D minor chord, up a step, E, up a step, F, up a step, G, like we did before. But our left hand, while the right hand plays blocked chords all together, the left hand is going to have what's called broken chords. We're just going to break them up or play them separately, one after the other. C, E, G, okay? So I want you to watch the music here while I play for you so you can see what it sounds like. 1, ready, go. C, step up, F, step up G, step up A, step up B, step up G. Good, go and look at my hands for those 2 lines. 1, ready, go. C, step up, D's, step, E's, step, step, A's, step. Good. That was that part with our left hand doing the broken chords. And for the second part of exercise 5, we're going to switch that around. We're going to have our left hand play the blocked chords like we've done before. And the right hand's going to break them up. C, E, G, exact same chord, but instead of blocked together, the right hand's going to be broken. So let me play that for you. Ready, go. C, step, step E's, step to F, step to G's, step to A's, step to B's, step to C. And if you want to see that, you can come watch and I'll play it one more time. The right hand is broken, left hand is blocked. Here we go. 1, ready, go. C's, step, D's, step E's, step F's, step to G's, step to A's, step to B's, step to C. Awesome. So go ahead and practice those. If you haven't taken a minute to turn off the camera, go ahead and do that. Now we're going to go to one song. We're going to scroll up to page 32 in the hard copy. This is kind of slow. I'm just going to scroll. I'm afraid if I go too fast, I'll miss it. So I'm just going to keep going slow, but this is pretty slow. So I hope you're having a great day and that life is treating you well and that you're able to turn to the Lord in your problems and trials and joys and everything you have. Okay, here we go. Page 32. And the top of page 32 says we are on Song 13. This doesn't necessarily really go with the warm-ups, but the warm-ups were just for fun. But these are kind of parts of chords, but kind of not. Anyway, so we see con moto, which means with energy, and here it says energetically, 4 beats in every measure. So I'm just going to I'm going to play the right hand once and say the notes as I go, and then I'll play the left hand once. Let's see if I can get everything in on one page. Pretty close. We'll probably scroll as we go. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. G, C, D, 2 down by steps. G, F, E, skip D, C, D, E, C, D, E, F, D, E, F, G, E, D, G, C, D, 2, G, F, E, C, D, 2, E, D, E, C, F, E, F, D, G, F, E, D, C. Okay, now that you've heard it, let's talk about some of the patterns that we saw in there. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. You only ever use your 5 fingers on C, D, E, F, or G. We're going down by steps, G, F, E, then we have a skip, G, F, E, skip to C, and then D. We're going to go up by steps, C, D, E, down a skip, up by steps, down a skip, up by steps, down a skip, and then down. And then it's kind of a repeat. So da 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 dum, da 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 dum. And let's see if the next line is a repeat too. Oh no. So lines 1 and 3 look like they are pretty dang similar. So these 2 lines are the same. But then lines 2 and 4 are not going to be the same. They're going to be different, so you have to think a little bit on 2 and 4. So we learned the pattern for this one. Up by step, down by step, skip. Up by steps, down by a skip. Up by steps, down by a skip, and then down. And so the line 4 for your right hand was kind of going E to D, E to C. So down a step, up a step, down a skip. So just kind of look at those patterns, and then da 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 dum, down by steps, G, F, E, D, C. So now let's have you look at the left hand. We've got like a moving bass line here. Let's just say the notes together. E, G, E, G, F, G, F, G, E, G, E, G, F, G, F, G, E, F, G, F, G, F, G. And we're going to play that, okay? Ready, go. E, G, E, G, F, G, F, G, E, G, E, G, F, G, F, G, E, G, dun, dun, F, dun, 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 G, dun, dun, F, G, F, G. Okay, go ahead and try that if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. Now's the time to do it. Okay. And then let's look at the last two lines for your left hand. We already know the third line because it's exactly like the first one. But on line 3, we go to an E. Line 4, we're down to a C. So again, this line 4 and line 2 are different, where line 3 and line 1 were the same. So I'm going to start here. We'll say the note names as we go. Ready, go, and E, G, E, G, F, G, F, G, E, G, E, G, F, G, F, G, down to C. C, dun, 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 D, and dun, dun, G, E, G, C. If you look at these three notes together, we've got a C and an E and a G. If we were put them together, that's a blocked chord. So there's kind of a rearranged broken chord. This shouldn't go from high to low or low to high. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to play the left hand. And you can watch my hands, right? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so the hard part of the song is putting everything together, the right hand and the left hand. So let's start once by just clapping the rhythm. Let's clap the rhythm for the first 2 lines, because then we'll scroll for a minute. Okay, so go ahead and clap with me. I'm gonna clap where, I don't know, can you see my hands clapping anywhere? And still see the music? Here, let me clap up here. Okay, I'm gonna clap up here. This will be my left hand, and this will be my right hand. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. How'd that go for you? Should be pretty much the exact same thing for this line, except for maybe a little different at the end. Okay, let's start here. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, I'm gonna play that for you now. Just go ahead and look at my fingers, and here we go. Let me see if I can get all this in one spot. Okay, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if this is super hard, which it might be, take it slower. I'll go back to the beginning. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 first starting, start that slow or slower. And when you can consistently play pretty comfortably at that tempo, we'll speed it up because remember it says con moto, or with motion or energetically. So eventually you guys can look at the music here, but it's going to be about this fast. And if you can take a little notice, we've got our slur marks here. So we've got this is smooth da-da-dum, and the left hand's going da-da-da-dum. So every 2 beats are kind of like a little musical phrase, nice and smooth in there. Those are all the same repeated notes. Then up a step, then back down a step, then back up a step. So those are kind of the notes within your pattern will be smooth with our legato or our slur mark over them. And the right hand pretty much goes every measure every measure is a phrase or a nice smooth. And then when they've got the moving eighth notes, every 2 beats is kind of the pattern. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. Kind of some fun songs. Remember our blocked chords, our broken chords. And then this one's kind of fun with con moto. So have some fun doing that energetically, but slowly energetically at first. Hope things are going well. Talk to you later. Bye.